How about now? Okay, it seems like you guys can hear me now, so let's do that all over again. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Sean Dex and I welcome you back for your daily Mango live stream. Man, I actually put in a lot of my energy into that introduction, but hey, a lot of energy still left in this body, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm not going to go through the usual, but today we will be covering the majors. Nonetheless, we'll be covering Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Cardano, and we'll be taking a few altcoin requests as well. Not too many. We do have a lot of interesting things to talk about on Bitcoin. Bitcoin did not have the best close on the daily time frame. The 3-day looking good, the 2-day looking ugly. So we'll be going through the lower time frames to the higher time frames. First on the Mango dynamic, then on to the Ichimoku. So we're kind of going to go clockwise and then anti-clockwise based on our indicator. All right, okay, so first let's go ahead and just confirm that you guys can hear me. You guys can, right? Yeah, Krisha stepped in and she's like, nobody can hear you. I'm gonna take a sip of my drink. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, she did save my butt over there. Insinium says, I'm tired, so I don't mind a short stream. I just want to know your predictions on the major altcoins. How come nobody cares about the predictions on Bitcoin? It's going to be very, very key to understand what Bitcoin is doing, guys, because your altcoins are going to react to any major movement on Bitcoin. And Bitcoin at the moment is looking like it's going to have a volatile move very, very soon. Now, the question is that going to be towards the downside or towards the upside? At the moment, in my opinion, the bears do have the upper hand on the mid time frames, and those mid time frame structures could very well cascade on over to the higher time frames too, completely changing the picture around for the entire market. So it's time to keep your eyes open, all right, on Bitcoin, specifically on Bitcoin, because your altcoins will react to what Bitcoin is doing. Go ahead and spam, Siddharth. That's the Mango thing to do. Morning, 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 with the goods right in front of it. Ethereum is the queen. Yeah, Ethereum looking freaking amazing. I've been talking about Ethereum for a while people were ignoring Ethereum. When people got way too bullish on Ethereum, that's when Mango stepped out. And we didn't step out because people were getting bullish. The charts just gave us the indications. Now, the opposite happened, right? We rode Ethereum all the way towards the upside yet again. All right, so let's go ahead and start with Bitcoin. All right, first things first, I'm going to go ahead and let's hide our horizontals. Okay, we'll start with a clean chart. Looking at the Mango dynamic right over here on the 4-hour time frame, you can't get bullish on Bitcoin on the lower time frames until we take out 57,000 at the very least. To be honest, between the lower time frames and the mid time frames, you can't really get bullish until we retake the 60,000 level, right? That's the clear level to be safe. We retake 60,000, that's when things look really great. In fact, you guys are spotting this right over here, right? This was the breakdown point. We had like a falling channel that the bulls were probably looking for this to break towards the upside. Instead, we broke down, and we broke down with conviction. So retaking that breakdown point is going to line up with a psychological level of 60,000 being retaken as well. At the moment, we are being defended on that $1 trillion MCAP level that we were talking about for weeks now, right? Ever since around this zone, we were looking at this 54,000 level. We are being defended on that. This is beginning to look more ugly than more bearish than bullish at the moment, okay? But it could turn around very, very quickly because this is lower time frame stuff. Anything between, in my opinion, the 4-hour to the daily time frame is lower time frame. 2-day and above is higher time frame, in my opinion. Okay, so we are seeing support over here at around the $53,000 4-hour candle close mark. We put it over here. We do have a low over here to defend as well at around 51,000. Taking out this low is not going to be good. Taking out this low as well as closing underneath 53,000, in my opinion, is the nail in the coffin for Bitcoin taking the next leg down to around 45,000. So if we do that, right, lower time frame stuff, If we close underneath 53,000 and take out this wick over here, the combination of those two will have me looking for this bear flag to see its next move down to around 43,000. In fact, this does line up with this rising wedge that we talked about all the way through this period, right? I was bullish on this. I was looking for this to break towards the upside. The bears were looking for this to break towards the downside. The bears won this battle. I was wrong on this over here. We talked about how we managed our trade. Now we're looking for this to reverse yet again, right? I'm going to stay bullish until the high time frames are giving me those indications. So what else do the bears have going for them now? So initially, the bears only had a few things going for them, but things are beginning to turn in their favor more and more as the days tick. The bulls have to step in and show their cards very, very soon. We were looking at something else on the daily. As you guys know, we were bearish on the daily based on the dynamic ever since around this zone, right? We lost this area over here, wasn't the best look, but there was something else that the bulls had going for them and the bears didn't have going for them just yet, and that was on the Ichimoku. I'm going to go ahead, hide the horizontals, and this is where it gets a little bit ugly for the bulls. This level over here, this Kijun level coming at around 53,920 was seeing defense. We got defended once, twice, 3 days, right? The bulls were defending it. Not so much yesterday. Now at the moment, it looks like we're living above it, which is good, but this could very well just be a retest of that Kijun before we see further continuation down to the top of the cloud over here at around 50,000. Okay, and I don't think we'll be stopping there. I think we will be penetrating the cloud, in which case there is a edge-to-edge trade all the way down to the flat of the cloud over here to $40,000. It is beginning to look scary, right? But none of that has happened just yet. Remember, time and time again, we have seen the bears put in these really bear structures and they have not seen follow through on them, right? So the bulls have that trend going for them, but we've not seen the daily Kijun be lost before either. We defended it over here, we defended it over here, we lost it here, we defended it, well, the last time we lost the daily Kijun was somewhere around this zone, guys, the 10k zone. I was talking to you guys about how the 50k to 60k zone was reminding me a lot of what happened between 10k and 12k. We broke the 10k zone, shot up to 12k. Everybody looked for that move to around 20,000, but we never got it, right? Instead, we dumped right back down, put in this bearish formation. In fact, even the structure over here, guys, is looking very similar. Look at that. We had a ascending triangle, broke towards the upside, did not see continuation, dumped all the way back down to 10k, right? So right now, what's the equivalent of this structure? We had 50k, break into 60k, which is the 10k breaking into the 12k equivalent, not see continuation, break back down to 10k, we are back down to 50k at the moment, bounce back up to around 12k. I'm expecting, or I'm playing for, a bounce to around 58k, and then dump back down, right? This is what could very well happen in the structure, and that's the best case scenario in my opinion for all coins, okay? Because that way Bitcoin is in a range nonetheless, even though it's kind of chopping people out, while all coins maintain their USD peg. Oops, apologies. So that's what we're looking for over here. At the moment, Bitcoin may actually decide to take the leg down sooner than later without even seeing that bounce. If we close tomorrow's Kijun, tomorrow's candle above the Kijun, I will be looking for that move to the Tenkin, which is around 58k, 58.5k. So but that doesn't change the picture for the bulls. We need to see more than just that. All right, so that's what we have going on the daily. Okay, so right now the bears have the 4-hour in their favor, they have the daily in their favor, but the biggest thing they have going in their favor, which they had right from the beginning, was this 2-day candle right over here, right? We closed underneath the Tenkin, we retested the Tenkin, and now we're seeing that rejection and follow through. We took out the low of yesterday's candle as well, or rather the previous 2-day candle. Well, let me go ahead and reduce the volume. Hey Bob, how's it going, buddy? Stupid YouTube didn't send me a live alert. Yeah, YouTube hasn't been sending people notifications. Can you guys please hit the notification icon so you guys do get a notification? Other than that, what you guys can also do is join the Discord, the mangoway.com/discord. That will ensure that you guys get a notification from the Mango chat at the very least. All right, so going back to Bitcoin over here, 2-day, not looking good. So we don't have the daily looking good, looking great for us. It can be salvaged with tomorrow's candle close, but it's not going to be enough for me. Not going to be enough for me. Okay, not on the daily perspective at the very least. So 2-day not looking good, daily not looking good, 4-hour not looking good. The 2-day is in fact looking the worst. The 2-day is showing an edge-to-edge trade, or rather C-span trade, from the Tenkin all the way down to the Kijun at 44,000, right? So we can round that up to around 45,000. So that's lining up with what? It's lining up with our rising wedge, almost to the T in fact. So this rising wedge breakdown has a measured move going down to the Kijun right over here, and that's lining up with the C-span trade over here. Of course, the bulls don't want to see that happening, so they got to turn this around. And for this to turn around convincingly, we got to see a two 2-day candle closes above the Tenkin, which is coming in at 58,000. Okay, so 2-day not looking good either. Now, this is where the bulls have a few things going for them, and let me just increase that. All right. Can you guys hear the music, by the way? Because I'm trying to play around with the audio. Okay. So now this is where the bulls have a few things going for them. And we talked about this yesterday, right? We talked about how, hey, a 3-day candle is all the bulls have going for them right now, where we're looking for the 3-day to defend the Tenkin and the 21 EMA combo. Now, at the moment, you guys can see that the Tenkin is lost, but the 21 is still holding. I'm looking for both of them to be lost before we say, hey, you know what? The bulls have lost the 3-day as well. This is precisely actually what I was looking for to happen, where the 3-day closes, okay, but the closes, or rather the 3-day defends what we were looking for, but the 2-day does not, right? The 2-day has one more day to go before it closes its candle. So in that interim, we may see bearish moves, okay? And then it gets really interesting as to whether or not the 3-day coming up in the next 2 days and 17 hours still manages to defend the Tenkin and the 21 EMA. What do I mean by that? What I'm trying to say is that within these 2 days before the next 3-day candle close, the 2-day may see its playthrough and actually even come all the way down to around 50,000. But what I'd be looking for to see is the bulls manage to defend this 3-day level by the end of the 3-day candle close. Okay, if that happens, that's going to be more bullish to me than bearish. However, if we lose the 3-day 21 EMA and the Tenkin by the 3-day candle close, all right, after the 3-day candle close, in that case, I will not be looking for any aggressive trades towards the upside. Probably even on altcoins. I'll be probably exiting a lot of altcoins as well. So we don't want to see that happening. Okay. So 3-day looking good still. Okay, we're still defending that level. 2-day not so much. Daily not so much. 12-hour is meh as well. So far, the bears, in my opinion, have the momentum going in their favor. The bulls have to step in and step in very soon. The best way we can see that happen is going to be on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, going back to the 4-hour again. Turn on the dynamic because it's the easiest chart to read at the moment. We have horizontals coming in at around 53,000, and towards the upside we have the dynamic coming in at around 57, but now inching down to around 57.5 to around 57.2. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the comments. I was just adjusting the music, and Awesome Master says, first time tuning into the live stream. Hey, good to have you here, buddy. Francis says hello, Sean and Krisha from Singapore. How's it going, man? How's it going? How's it going, Francis? Bob says, if you look at the 2017 bull run, there was a midpoint where we got a small red monthly candle, which in reality lasted around 6 weeks before any real strength up. Maybe seeing something, the same thing now. Was that around the 4,000 level? Because that would line up with my thesis as well. Bob says he has all notifications on and it's still not working. YouTube still refuses to send you an alert. That's really interesting. So they flag us as a crypto channel and then just like hamstring our growth. Really, really interesting. All right, so the next topic of discussion. So essentially, again, guys, quick recap on Bitcoin. We're looking for this major 57.8 level to be retaken. And I don't see 2 4-hour candles close over here. All right, it's not looking the best. If you look at the Ichimoku as well, I believe the Tenkin is coming down over here. So there is something that is going for the bulls over here, but they've not done it. All right, they have managed to put Bitcoin into an equilibrium that's allowing the Tenkin, the 200 moving average, I believe the 200 exponential moving average as well, to or rather price to come closer towards these major levels. Now if we retake all of those levels, the bulls will have their momentum going back in their favor, but they haven't really done that yet, right? Even at the moment, if you look at the short-term levels right over here, we are seeing a rejection coming off this level over here at around 54,330. Not the best look, not the best look. At the very least, the bulls need to close the next couple of 4-hour candles above this level. We're about to close a 4-hour candle in 19 minutes and it doesn't look like they want to, or well, let's see, 19 minutes, a lot can happen. We'll be here to watch. I wouldn't count on that happening, but perhaps for the next candle, right, the 12-hour candle close coming up, we'll see something like that take place, but won't be enough. It won't be enough for me. I want to see 2 4-hour candles close above the Tenkin, perhaps even above the 21 EMA, right over there at 55,000. So a lot of resistance for the bulls in the mid time frames, all the way from the mid to the high time frames now, in fact, to the 2-day time frame. What stage of the market psychology cheat sheet do you think we are at? I think we're at the stage where people think that they are smart enough to time the top of the market, and they get shook out on the big drawdowns that will definitely come, and they will think one of 2 things is going to happen, or rather, we're at the phase of the market where the bulls get wrecked and the bears get wrecked because of over-positioned sizes, right? The bears are going to either let go of all their Bitcoin and they're going to think that they've timed the top of the market perfectly. The bulls are going to be over-leveraged because they are trying to perfectly catch the next dip, and we're going to see another leg down and they are going to get wrecked as well. Then what ends up happening is we completely re-bottom up, right, on the weekly time frame or perhaps on the monthly time frame, where the bears are left just thinking, what the hell just happened? We lost all our Bitcoin gains because they sold into USD hoping to buy back lower, but Bitcoin just bounces in their faces and bounces way too hard. And the bulls are thinking, damn, I have to just be patient, or I have to be a little bit more conservative with my leverage and I would have been fine, right? That's the phase I think we are in. But I could be wrong on this, right? This is a really, really complicated analysis of which part of the market psychology, I guess, we are in. Okay. What's giving me a big hint as to why this is not the top of the market is how some of the major altcoins are reacting, right? We got bullish on Ethereum right around this zone over here, right? we saw this all round up. We were looking for this break of this zone over here. We got the break, zoomed all the way back to this, or rather zoomed all the way, vacuumed up to our next zone over here at around 0.036. So we went from 0.033 to 0.036 in no time. One candle, bull flagged over there. Let me hide the Ichimoku for you guys. Bull flagged over there, broke it again, took our next. Ethereum does this, right? Ethereum always does this. It consolidates at a major level. People wait for the break, but they never really get the retest of the level. Even though the break comes, we just go right up to the next level, and that's what happened both times, right? Happened over here in one candle, we went up to the next level. Over here too, in two candles, we did not get the pullback. One big candle, another candle, hit the next zone to the T, consolidated, another bull flag, boom. And now again, 3 candles and we're at the next level. Now this is where I've been asking people to be a little bit more cautious. One, we are coming up against monthly resistance. We are also sitting at daily resistance at the moment. I think we will make our way up to 0.046 actually. It's a very, very strong possibility. The 4-hour candle is looking freaking strong. Right, the last 2 4-hour candles have been fantastic. So I do think we're going to test the previous highs, and that was all the way up over here at 0.046. We have 8 days to go. 8 days to go before we close this monthly candle. And the monthly is at the moment living above support. Living above resistance. That being said, we have 8 days to go, and a lot can happen in 8 days. Keep in mind that the last monthly candle, guys, the last monthly candle got all the way up over there too, okay? We got up to around 0.046312, but we closed underneath the level. Let me go ahead and draw a line right there for you guys, okay? Right there. In fact, there have been 2 months in a row where we got up there, rejected, got up there, rejected. This time around, I'm hoping for it to close above. That'll give us an easy trade if we do close the monthly above that level, all the way up to this level here at 0.053316. Ethereum hasn't got up to this level, guys, since the previous bull market, right? So that's going to be huge. That's going to be really, really huge. So Ethereum looking fantastic on the BTC pairing as well. If you guys were playing this on the dynamic, it was the easiest trade ever. We broke above the dynamic cloud over here. This was the trade. This was the big trade. Broke above, retested it, boom, next leg up, consolidated, retested, boom, next leg up, retested it, boom, next leg up, right? And that's where the power of the dynamic comes into play. It allows you to be part of the trend while also having a clean exit. It doesn't make you wait for a test of a level that may not come. When it allows you to get in on a trend, because it calculates the genetic, or rather the current personality of the asset, and it morphs itself to get in line with the trend, right? So that way you're always getting in. Now, does it need to work every single time? No, but when it doesn't, you exit, right? Let's say we close underneath over here. Well, that would have lined up, guys, right? If we close underneath the dynamic, it would have lined up with us losing that major level, and this head and shoulders, this would have turned into a head and shoulders consolidation, right? So we close underneath, well, you get out, and now you look to reposition somewhere around here. So that's what it helps you with. It helps you with that confluence with your read on the trend. And again, boom, continuation, boom. Now, like I said, guys, I would not be looking to buy, to be a buyer of Ethereum over here. The time to be buying was around here, and around here, right? You had 3 times to be a buyer. So that's at BTC. Let's go ahead and take a look at Cardano now. Cardano is still just chilling. It's not given us the big impulsive move just yet, but I think it's going to come when people least expect it. Like I said, the big thing about Cardano is this weekly level that I'm looking at all the way from this breakdown over here, right? We failed to close 2 candles above it. I was looking for 2 candles above it, 2 weekly candles. I really thought we were going to get it on this candle, but look at that. It goes to show how much you guys got to wait for that confirmation. This was the big breakdown point for the previous bull market, where pretty much led to the big drawdown on Cardano. We closed above it, did not confirm a candle above it, right? In fact, we closed back into the zone, saw the continuation back towards the dynamic, accumulated on it a little bit, and now we're consolidating towards it. As soon as we start closing candles above this, weekly candles above this, I think we're going to go back all the way up to around 3,000 Satoshi. Until then, Cardano is the kind of trade you're going to have to be patient with. So Cardano is reminding me of Link back like a couple months ago. So yeah, that's Cardano on the weekly time frame. Though we can go ahead and look at, I have another chart of ADA that we can take a look at. ADA, I guess. Alright, this is on the daily. So I think we're squeezing within the structure over here. It's not the neatest. I prefer to look at the weekly, but it is something you can look at. Another thing you guys could look at is this structure, like this, like these highs over here as a symmetrical triangle. Either way, right, this is poised to have a breakout very, very soon, in my opinion, depending on whether you're looking at this as a ascending triangle or a symmetrical triangle. Insinium says, Cardano is my favorite stablecoin. That's the kind of statements I want to read from the chat, and makes me think that, you know what, people are getting impatient, and this is probably when the coin is about to pump. People are saying the same thing about Ethereum before it started making its leg up, and now look at it. It's hit all our targets, 2,000, 2,500, and it's on its way to hit our next target at around $3,000. Love it. He says, fast pass gone by says, man, you got big eyes, Sean, but not as big as mine. Best to you, Sean. Born in Cali and half Canadian. Hey, man, that's awesome. Did you move? Oh, no, you just said you were born in Cali, so your parents moved from Canada, I guess. One of your parents. Okay, so that's Cardano on the Bitcoin pairing. It's a little bit more untidy on the Bitcoin pairing. On the USD pairing, Krisha was looking at a symmetrical triangle. Krisha, was it on the 4-hour time frame? Yeah, 4-hour time frame. So she's looking at this. Now, here's the thing, guys. If Bitcoin fails, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this, because this is looking a lot like what Bitcoin is doing, right? It's kind of consolidating on the lower time frames. We have a flat that we want Cardano to take out. You could look at this as a symmetrical. Let's see. It'll be really interesting to see Bitcoin take a leg down and all coins start breaking their USD highs, regardless of Bitcoin like breaking some major structural levels on the higher time frames, right? Because we're kind of seeing Ethereum do it at the moment. So we talked about BTC. We're seeing BTC take this massive leg up, just like in a straight line. But if you look at Ethereum USD, it's a lot more structured, right? It's like going up level by level. We have this structure over here that broke towards the upside, retested, broke towards the upside, now it's testing this structure over here. And if it does break this zone over here, I'll be looking for that move to 3,000, right? But it's doing this while Bitcoin is taking its leg down. And I just don't, I'm not in sync with that. I'm not in sync with Bitcoin going down while all the altcoins are going up in USD value, right? It just doesn't make sense to me, because if Bitcoin breaks this level over here, you would expect a volatile move towards the downside. A volatile move. Now imagine seeing that. It could happen, by the way. Remember, do not ever discount any possibility. But just try to picture that situation where Bitcoin is taking a big leg down, like minus 10%, and all coins are going up 20%, 30%, right? That'd be a sight. And that is tradable. That is like, whoa, this is an altcoin market. We should be getting ready for this, because let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Come on, TradingView. Oof, I would not be. This is where it gets interesting, because this would mean that this would mean that Bitcoin just blows past this level. Sorry, Bitcoin dominance blows past this level. That'd be crazy. When do you think this bear market will come to an end? We are not in a bear market, man. We're in a bull market, bud. We are in a bull market. 5 minutes to go before we close this candle on Bitcoin. Doesn't look like we'll be retaking that level anytime soon, but I want to see the follow through on the next 4-hour candle at the very least. The flip side of this, by the way, you'll hear the bulls who are hanging onto straws at this point. They're going to say this: wait a minute, we broke the structure here. We broke the structure here. There's a clean 4-hour candle close, there's a daily candle close, but why is the market green? Why are we not seeing follow through? Why aren't the bears dumping this harder? Why aren't the bulls getting out of their positions, right? So, and there is a good argument to be made over there. Maybe this is just a trap of some sort. I don't know. You know what we feel about traps in Mango? We rather just get trapped than try to outsmart the market. Maxi, like the market, you need to so Maxi says, I hope the market does not crash much more. If you guys are looking at this as a crash, you guys really need to step back and really evaluate what you're doing with the markets, right? What you're doing with your position sizes, what you're doing with your leverage, because the markets have been doing fantastic. Like I'm up significantly this month. You can't not be up this month if you're just being, and I'm not even being aggressive with my trades, guys. I'm being really patient. I'm taking them over the longer time frames. Yes, I'm not winning all my trades. I've taken losses, right? We talked about the Bitcoin loss or the trade on Bitcoin that we took a loss on, right? But you don't need to win them all. And you don't, like, if you guys over leverage, over position size, and go crazy on one single trade on the top of the market, near close, buying at resistance when you should be selling over there, you're doing it wrong, and you're going to lose money in a bull market. I don't look at the ETH dominant chart. To me, the ETH dominant chart is pretty much ETH BTC, right? So, Tusha might be interested in looking at that, though. She likes looking at pairings like that, 3-dimensionally. To me, it's like, is Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin? That's enough for me. I keep it Mango. I'm really focused on making my trade management and my trade execution easier, because I know I need to battle myself, and if I start overcomplicating that, that's when things get, because you guys know that my trade setup's already pretty sophisticated, because I use other derivative products to actually hedge my trades all the time. Now I start getting too nitpicky with things like that. I don't know, it's just not me. Such Yadav says 246 watching on it. Yeah, 54 likes, man. Come on, guys, stop being so lazy. Show some appreciation, show some love, like Such Yadav says. Thank you, Such. Appreciate it, man. When is a good time to buy? Buy what? Coffee? A car? A new condo? I'm not sure about condos anymore, man. I feel like we're going towards a new era in life where people are going to want a lot of space for multiple reasons. I personally want a lot of space because I'm tired of these restrictions on having access to gyms, right? So I want a massive place, right? But I don't want it to be on. I don't want it to be a detached home either. I want like an entire penthouse so that I can have a massive gym, personal gym to myself, and I want it overlooking a beautiful view. So people are going, and the thing is, right, we can now pretty much work from anywhere in the world, so you don't need to be fixed to one location in a downtown city where real estate prices are like skyrocketing. And now I'm not saying that downtown is going to lose its value. I'm not entirely buying that idea, but I feel like we will see value elsewhere as well. I want to DIY my house. You want to build your own house, you mean? Buy an island. Yeah, we should all get together and buy an island as Mango, right? Mango community. That's, by the way, when you start hearing stuff like this, that's when you know we're coming close to the top of the market. When people start discussing buying an island, buying a big penthouse, Ethereum looking, oh Jesus Christ, guys, Ethereum's looking so good. Great candle close over here. What about Bitcoin? What did Bitcoin do? What Bitcoin? What do you do, Bitcoin? What do you do? Are you looking at Ethereum? He's outshining you. Jesus. There you go. Come on. Show it to me, Bitcoin. Show me what you got. Stokes crossing up. Let's go. I'm not seeing the bullish divergence on the daily. In fact, all I could see, guys, was bearish divergence in this zone over here, right? In fact, we did have bearish divergence that played out. Maybe that's what this move was, the bearish divergence trade playing out and not seeing follow through because people are taking profits on the bearish divergence. Show us XRP. Let's go. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at XRP. So this trade is becoming very familiar to me now, to trades I've taken in the past, where you break out of the wedge, right, and you don't see continuation immediately, and then you put in a channel on top of the channel, and then I get impatient and I exit the trade. I'm like, F this, and then it breaks out on me towards the upside. This time around, I'm not trading this. I'm looking at it, but I'm not trading this. In the past, I should trade the lower time frames, just like you guys, and I got frustrated, just like you guys are getting frustrated right now. I'm trading this on the daily time frame, on the dynamic. So as long as we're holding this over here, guys, I'm in the trade. I'll be looking for a move all the way up to 3,000 Satoshi. XRP USD is not looking good, but I'm trading this on the XRP BTC pairing. So I'll show you guys XRP USD. Oops. Yeah, so if I were trading this on the USD pairing, I'd only be a buyer above $1.42. Krishan, I should move to Bali? Yeah, we were considering it, but it seems like a crowded place now. What about Cambodia? What do you guys think about Cambodia? Amira, is that where you're from? Bali? If so, go ahead and reach out to either one of us. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the place. Let's see, Bob says 100 acres, no less. Yeah. That dominance is basically meaningless. Yep, agree. I mean, I don't wanna agree to that. I don't know. I think it's meaningless. It's meaningless to me, and that's all that matters. Richard Cardano, how's it going, buddy? It's been a long time. How are you, man? Very bullish pattern forming on total too, supporting your theory of alts pumping while BTC dumping. No, don't say it. Well, I'll have to reposition more aggressively into altcoins then. Raja, how's it going, man? Hey Sean, can't time tops with full fib extensions. Historic data shows this. I mean, you could time tops. There's a difference between can't and don't want to. I just don't see the value in it. Long-term value. You could feel like a genius in the short term, but in the long term, you're going to be developing bad trading habits. It's yeah, and it's hard to see it when you win by in the short term. I'd rather sell on the way down. Unless I'm taking profits on a Bitcoin trade, right? Like what I mean is, if I'm trading an altcoin against Bitcoin, let me just adjust this a bit. Yeah, if I'm trading altcoins against Bitcoin and then I want to like take some profits off that trade because I want to collect Bitcoin, that's completely fine. I'm not, and Raja, you're trading against USD, so your job's to collect USD. You could try for that, man. It's up to you. So it's a personality thing. I can't be a trend trader and try to time tops. That doesn't make sense. And Fibonacci's do not trend trade. Let's go take a look at the dashboard, guys. See what the dashboard's like. There's some really interesting calls in the dashboard. I was looking at people were asking me about Doge a lot, and I did not want to pull up my charts, so I pulled up the dashboard. And I believe Dogecoin did give me. Okay, yeah, I did give a short call 4 hours ago, 16 hours ago on the USD pairing actually, and 4 hours ago on the Bitcoin pairing, and you're up 9% on that short. So interesting. Let's go ahead and look at the daily. So it's still up on the daily by 366%, but it's down for the day by 13%. So pretty much called the top, eh? That's interesting. Doge USDT on the daily. Yeah, so pretty much called the top over here. You pretty much saved yourself a good 0.5% of the drawdown, right? Because it drew down around 25 to 35%. And let's go back to the 4 hour. You're up 13%. It's down 13%. You're up 10%. Okay. That's Doge. Can you guys see my thingy, by the way? Yes, you guys can. Oh, you guys can't see my chart though. What I should do? Ooh, you know what I should do? I got an idea. Okay, hold up. I'm getting good with this. Okay. Alright, let me know what you guys think of this. Okay. Alright. You see what I'm doing here, right? So that way I don't forget to switch. I mean, that way, even if I do forget to switch my chart, you guys can kind of see it. Right? But you guys will kind of have to sacrifice some of the dashboard. Does this work? What do you guys think? Raja, Bob, Obina, Kusha, your thoughts don't matter. I'm kidding. Around 25 cents in Sinium. Well, yeah, 27 cents too. Yeah, 27 to 25. It's a good trade. It's going to be 60% more. Yeah. The dynamic seems to have figured it out finally. So there's now enough. It's been able to calculate its price. Yeah, look at that. This was actually pretty good over here, right? You can see that the bottom of the cloud was picking up dodge really well, broke towards the upside, and then the accumulation began. This was the break. Started trending green here. I wouldn't have gotten in myself personally until we took this level out here. Boom, boom, boom. Now this looks interesting. No, I'm not. I'm not asking you for your opinion on Dogecoin. I'm asking you for your opinion on how my screen looks right now, with the dashboard as well as the chart showing. Oh, Raja, you're teaching, eh? Nice. If you're considering, so wait, what do you teach? If you don't want to share it on chat, PM me. And do you enjoy teaching? So yeah, so your question is, Sean, I really enjoyed what you said about leaving your wage job for crypto. Could you talk more about it, considering I'm leaving my teaching job? So the reason I quit my job was because of, I need to reduce the volume on my music a bit. I just changed the song. Alright, so the biggest reason I left my job was because even after working my butt off to get to that level, right? Because I started off with pretty much nothing. A lot of you guys know how I started off as a janitor in my own university. And I was just working the night shift and studying in the same university during the day. It was an experience, but I worked my way all the way up to a software developer, software sales engineer, then product manager, and I was now working the corporate life, earning 6 figures, and it just did not feel right. None of it made any sense because I was earning this money. It did not even feel that much, right? So you're earning 6 figures. You think that it's a lot. You would think it's a lot because people brainwash you that, oh, damn, 6 figures. 6 figures is not a lot of money. It's a lot of money when you first earn it. You think it's a lot of money, but if you really start, like, living life, you realize it's not a lot of money, especially when you're living in either Canada and Canada is a lot better than the States. In the States, 6 figures is definitely not a lot. I was living in Ottawa, which is one of the more cheaper cities relatively in Canada, and it did not feel like a lot to me at all. So I was thinking, damn, like, how are people living off this? How are people living off 60,000? How are people living off 50,000? Now I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. People are going to call me elitist, etc., but it did not make sense to me. On top of that, I was doing all of this while giving away all my time to my bosses, right? And I was not getting to spend time with my biggest pride and joy, which was Krisha, right? Krisha, I love spending time with her. Like, up to this day, people ask us, like, we've been together for like 10 years and people still ask us when they first meet us, did you guys just meet or something? And the reason they ask us that question is because we're always talking and buzzing and like discussing like with each other as though we just met. When you see a couple that are just about they're falling in love and they're so excited to be with each other, that's the kind of joy I have with Krisha and she has with me. And I just felt like, why am I doing this? Why am I spending so much time with co-workers that I don't like that much, with a boss that I don't want to be like her? Like, I admired her. I admired her intelligence. I admired everything about her except her lifestyle, right? I did not like her lifestyle at all. And somebody once said to me that if you do not want to be where you don't want to live your boss's life, you shouldn't be at that job, right? Something like that. That was a quote and made sense to me. So all of these things were just like, why am I doing this? What's the end goal? I'm giving away all my time, and I'm not getting that much out of it. On top of that, you get only 3 weeks vacation. I was supposed to be happy with 3 weeks vacation because my friends had only 2 weeks of vacation, and it did not work for me, because if I want to cash in on those 3 weeks of vacation, how am I ever going to get to see my family on the other side of the world, right? Because I'm going to have to spend like 2 or 3 weeks just on that, and then I would have to trade that for my real downtime. So just none of it made sense. So I wanted to live a life where I get to, one, spend time with my family whenever I wanted to, right? If I wanted to go on vacation for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, doesn't matter, I get to do that. And two, I get to spend a lot more time with Krisha. So I fit what I wanted to do with my life. I needed to find a job or a career or something that allowed me to live the life I wanted to, more than find a career just to allow me to get by while I'm just giving away all my time, you know. So trading did that for me. But you have to make sacrifices in the beginning. Six figures for a trader would be a lot of money if you just begin, you just start, right? You start your trading journey. Earning 6 figures would be a little bit more difficult in the beginning. But then once you do cross that 6-figure mark, 6 figures is really nothing after that. The way trading works is that it really freaking compounds. It really compounds. But that also works with your losses, by the way. You could be making 6 figures a month. You could be making 6 figures a month while trading, but you could also lose 6 figures a month while trading if you don't keep your head straight. Yeah, I could fly in about 20 to 22 hours, but then there's jet lag, and then there's actually time spent meeting your old friends, your family, spending time with your family. By the time you get back, then again there's jet lag. And what about going for the beach vacation or this or that? You know, there's nothing much you can do else with your life than give it away to your boss. I did not want to do that. Definitely something healthy, man. Oh, Bitcoin coming down. Yeah, there you go. Bitcoin doing nothing while Ethereum going up. Not looking good. Not looking good. Bitcoin ain't looking good, but Ethereum looking fantastic. But Ethereum did hit our resistance level though a couple of hours ago. Yeah, so it hit this a couple of hours ago. At BTC though, What was my trading style when I first started? That's a good question. I was trading the lower time frames a lot more. I was trading the mid time frames a lot more. I was looking at the charts a lot more. I was obsessive about the charts. I was a lot more active as a trader. I was zoned in on the micro picture and not so much on the macro picture. I did not understand what was going on with different parts of the economic components, the mechanisms, the plumbing of how the market works. And if you really want to be able to make the big money, in my opinion at least, I could be wrong, I could have just got completely lucky. You need to understand how money flows through the world, right? Because money makes everything move, and makes everything move up and makes everything move down depending on whether it's flowing in or flowing out. And having even a clue on when money comes in, when money comes out, when money starts flowing into different markets will let you have a more unbiased approach at key junctures of the market. conditions. Yeah, I agree with that, Bob. Knowledge and knowledge and how you apply that knowledge we are deriving the insights from that knowledge is what's really important, right? You could be really well read, but if you don't apply it, it's useless. Come to India, we can set up a mango house at the Himalayas. Is that where you're from, Siddharth? I do 8 figures regularly, mostly the last digit in sats. Ollie hasn't been tuning in to the live streams anymore. He's too good for us. Mark's hey Mark, how's it going, buddy? How are you? Garima, how are you? Good to see you in here. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out a few more charts. The altcoins are looking really good. Bitcoin not so much, unfortunately. Look at this shitcoin over here. Breaking down. Nice. Really nice. I want to see this break the dynamic though. Yep. These two shitcoins are really important. You guys want these two shitcoins to break down? Cardano's weekly bull flag, guys. Come on, Cardano, you can do it. You just need this guy to break above like $1.50-ish on the weekly. That's when the fun starts with Cardano. I'll be patient, Cardano. Rune, let's go. Okay, I'll show you guys something interesting with Rune. Oh damn, it happened during the live stream. Okay, so I was looking for a bounce on Rune. Based on this, so we can hide the two. Yeah, we got the play already. So just zoom out, right, and you'll see that 200 exponential moving average and the moving average in combination was essentially the support line for this market all the way from over here, right? So we broke up, boom, came down, tested it, bounced. Each time we came down there, collected on it, bounced, tested it, bounced hard, tested it, bounced. Now we're putting in a somewhat of a ascending triangle against it. We've now again closed multiple candles above the 200 moving average, collected on the 200 exponential moving average, saw the move all the way up over here, took out this high. That's really interesting, but I want to see candle closes above the zone over here, testing the 200 moving average, and yeah. Oh, right, I'm on the wrong freaking scene again. It's a good thing. Solana's looking good, guys. I would not ignore this one just because you guys missed the trade on this one. Any test down to it. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and add an alert. Any test down to that level over here is likely going to be a buy opportunity. The structure broken towards the upside. I don't think we're gonna get that though. Again, really good structure. Ichimoku's catching it pretty well. Kinda. The 21 EMA tanking combos, what you guys could play on this one. How's VeChain looking? Let's go check out VeChain. But BTC, coming down over here. If it does close this daily candle underneath this level here at around 410 Satoshi, not looking good. The fact that it's losing against Bitcoin and Bitcoin's looking like garbage right now is pretty telling. I don't like the look of this shot at all, man. I'm likely going to test all the way down back to the zone over here. That's likely going to be a buy, but we've tested it once already. Do we want to come down there again? Some of the coins are showing some weakness, man. Ethereum is coming up against a major level too, so keep that in mind. XRP not looking good over here either. Rejection. I'm gonna keep an eye out on what's going on over here, guys. I don't like how Bitcoin's looking either, but let's see. Again, we're looking for those 3-day candle closes. The 2 days looking bad, the daily is looking bad. Ava, not the best. What else? What other coins you guys are looking to look at? We can look at VET USD, but there's no point because you just saw it do bad against Bitcoin. So it's irrelevant how it's doing on USD because Bitcoin's doing bad. It means it's underperforming against Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is looking bad. So be careful. Some of the platform coins are looking pretty good. Insignium, if you look at Ethereum, Ethereum's looking fantastic. Solana is looking fantastic. Cardano isn't looking too bad at all. So I don't know. At least the coins on my list are looking pretty good. Like LTC, not bad, right? Holding up over here. Rune doing pretty well too. They're holding their trend. Wait, what? You were locked out of work and they told you not to come back, like just randomly without reason? Jeez. Yeah, man. At least you're using the time off to start a business, right, with your friend. It'd be nice if you find the time to drop in and say hi. Though you can just log onto your phone, say, "Hey, Sean, how's it going?" Just dropping by to say hi. BNB USDT. I thought I looked at it. It's still at the level. Yesterday specifically, I told you guys I would not, like, we were coming up and smacking up against it. I said I would not be a buy over here. As tempting as it's going to be, even though the 4 hours looking good, it looks like it wants to break past it. I would not be a buy over here. In the past too, I've been victim to that when I was a new trader. Well, not even new actually. At the time, I was just eager for BNB to break past that level, and it doesn't. It baits you into buying at resistance, and it comes back down. Did it? Yeah. I just be patient, guys. It is being supported on the upline over here at around 532. So you want to see whether it closes the candle above here and closes it with conviction. Eventually it is going to break past 600, but 600 was our target all the way from around $250. So it's already hit that, right? That's almost a 3x, guys. So being a little bit greedy on this one is ill-advised. SHA-2, we covered Doge a while ago. I mean, just rewind a few minutes. How'd the janitor get caught into internal politics, man? You gotta keep your head down. You guys are not gonna believe how I got fired I got fired from being a janitor. It was the craziest story. I got caught in the washroom with my calculus book on my lap. That's how I got fired. But it wasn't once, it was twice. Like twice, or maybe a little. Okay, there was one time he caught me on literally on the table. Like I was sitting on the table with my books wide open. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm done. I finished." And he's like, "Well, you're not allowed to do this. Find work to do." I'm like, "What do you mean find work to do? If I'm done my work, why can't I just use my time, to study?" Because I have a freaking midterm exam coming up, and he was having none of it. So it just made no sense to me. If I wasn't going to just find work to do because I was doing my work efficiently. This is another reason why I hated the corporate life, because the harder I work, the more I'm supposed to work. I'm getting punished for working well in the corporate world. It's so stupid. And I mean, being a janitor, I don't know whether you consider that corporate, but it's the same thing. Yeah, when I did enter the corporate world too, like the harder I worked, the more work was piled on to me. And I was expected to perform at that level consistently. You can't, right? You need a break. Either way, at the time, he caught me multiple times with my with my books out, and finally he caught me in. I don't know how he found me. Somebody ratted on me. I'm so sure somebody ratted on me. He knocked on my washroom door. He knew which one I was in. There was no way. There was no way. I was sweeping using the broom upside down. John Tedder, thank you for the super chat. He says, "Not sure if you commented on this or not. I just got here. These new exchanges going to help SafeMoon startup again. I may or may not have $1 billion. Holy shit, man! People made a lot of money. I don't know anything about SafeMoon, man. I know zero about SafeMoon. So I don't know how to answer your question. I literally know nothing about it. I don't think it's even trading on any major exchange, right? Is this it? R5? What is this? It's on Uniswap. Yeah, I don't trade on Uniswap. Siddharth says indicator shortcut. Oh, right. Sean, how do you add? Oh, okay. So essentially, right, once you add your indicators over here, all you have to do is click on this little guy, right, indicator template, and add it as a favorite. You'll see a star icon, right? Once you click it, and save it. So you save it as an indicator template, right? And then you click on the star. The reason I'm not clicking mine is because you'll see a lot of embarrassing names over there for my indicator template. I don't want to reveal. Zijan, how's it going, man? I love you too, brother. I love you too. And then I set up C, by the way, just to clear my indicator template. C stands for nothing. So I made one indicator template just called clear, and I essentially use it to clear everything out. I'm smart, like that. I think Mango's the only community that does this. Nobody uses it the way I do. Any suggestion on hot USDT? Let's go take a look. It's downtrending on the daily pretty aggressively. If it does break up, I will be looking at it getting all the way back up to 2 cents, but this could keep downtrending forever. You don't know when it's going to break. It's not sitting on any support either. This could come all the way down to 1 cent first, man. Namaste, says Lost Vault. Namaste, right back at you. Why is to tie your pick to a bill of anything? What does that mean? Eng, Asnir. Yep, let's go. Resistance, rejection. Monthly level retaken and retested though. Monthly is looking good, but Monthly level retaken, retested, saw the high getting taken out as well. If you're playing this on the super long-term time frame, not a bad trade, but I personally don't like the action too much. Too wiki for me. This is one of the coins that hasn't moved that much yet, eh? I keep an eye on it. Eng. This is what you want to look at. This is, you might be thinking, man, why is he looking at the monthly? But this is the gold right here on Eng, right? Mark my words. If this does see follow through, it's going to be because of this monthly time frame that people are ignoring. Already covered Ethereum, man. I got fired from the community group last year by the community leader because I told her to invest in Bitcoin at 9,000, and I'm not. This is why we don't give financial advice, man. Just don't tell anyone what to do. But who are you talking about? Community leader. Hey Mark, how's it going, man? Thank you so much for helping. Really appreciate it. Bitmart has SafeMoon listed. Apparently it will be on Binance's. Be interesting to see whether Ethereum closes the daily candle over here, guys. Great 4-hour candle close, man. Great 4-hour candle close. Looking so good. Next target will be all the way over here, but we do have a 4-hour level to contend with right over here, so take that back. Fantastic. Is Ethereum going to carry the market back up? INJ, let's go take a look, just to make you feel worse about it. This is why you gotta play the weekly, man. You sold it on weekly support. Entire zone here with support. It still needs to clear this level though. We have 3 days. It likely will. It's like a good candle. A daily resistance at the moment though, so I'd be a little bit careful. Don't FOMO back into the trade. But hey, this is not financial advice. Hey AJ, how's it going, man? Yeah, let's take a look at Nano. I like Nano. Wait, no. Is Nano the same thing as IOTA? No, it isn't. Nano is IOTA, right? No, are those two? Nano is XRB. These charts look so similar. IOTA is different. XRB rebranded to Nano, and they competed with each other in the last market in terms of like their fundamentals. This looks good. It's sitting at support at the moment. Likely going to make its way back up if it does get supported. If it loses that support region, I'll be looking for it to retest all the way down to 1,191 Satoshi again. If it takes this level over here, 2,192, it's likely going to make its way to 3,500 Satoshi. Yeah. So essentially, you can take a screenshot of these levels here. Yeah, that's a monthly level right over here. It tested its monthly level, man. A monthly close here. This is going to look good. I'm going to actually add this to my list. An LTC you mentioned, right? Let's go ahead and take a look. Binance should be good. LTC is at resistance. Okay, I have it charted out already. So broke up, got to our resistance. Oh, this is nano. Wait, what? Why is it saying nano there but LTC here? What's going on? This is LTC but it says nano over here. Let's try that again. Something's going wrong. But this is LTC. You can tell by the price of the coin. It's sitting on resistance, monthly resistance. Weekly did clear the resistance. It's looking good in the weekly time frame, man. LTC BTC. LTC is looking good. Looks like all coins are. LTC BTC sitting up against resistance right over here. It's a little bit of an ugly chart though. Let's clear all of this out. Yeah, test this level here. It's a really messy chart. Hey Richard, SXP looks messy to you. Hey Sean, what's your opinion on SXP? Looks messy to me, and been thinking maybe better off elsewhere. Let's go take a look, man. Are you in the trade? You're looking for opportunity cost, right? What's going on? Why does it keep saying nano over there? I'll make sure. It's holding that monthly level. Weekly level. It's not seeing the follow through, right? It's reminding me a lot of Quark chain back when I traded Quark QKC in like 2020 June-ish, and I was not seeing the follow through I wanted, so I eventually just got out. But now it's up to you. The thing about that is that you don't really know when that follow through will come, and you gotta like mentally tell yourself, you know what, I am making this trade, and I'm completely, and the trade is you getting out to relieve, to free up some capital to be elsewhere, and that in itself is a trade, and you need to be okay with it bouncing here without you, because that's where people start making mistakes, right? They FOMO back in after it bounces. Just stop looking at it. Once you're out, stop looking at it. On the daily, let's take a look. Yeah, it's not looking, it's like you said, it's messy. Breaking in, breaking down, breaking back up. The 2-day. Messy, you're right, it's messy. Yeah, Andrew, I did check out Bitcoin. Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you so freaking much for handling the comments, man. I really appreciate it. That's a pretty good strategy, Bob. Pretty good strategy. It'll probably work really well. I'll take a look at SXP USD too. But this is kind of messy over here too. I don't know. It's one of the reasons why I'm not trading at SXP. That's all I can say. Bitcoin, guys, rejection, and looks like we want to see follow through here, quite honestly. Yeah, Mark is the MVP. I'm banning at the speed of light. Lightbringer. AJ says, thank you, Sean. You confirming my thoughts somehow makes me feel like a genius. No, and no, I am not a genius. He goes on to say, I mean, of course you are. So everything I do, by the way, is really simple, basic stuff that every single one of you guys can do, right? And you're learning this right now in the Mango Seed program. You're going through the modules and you're realizing that, damn, all of these complicated concepts that people make it seem complicated, they aren't that complicated. So, by the way, did Krisha get you into the Seed yet? Seed program? She did tell me that she is chatting with you, and I think we'll be inviting you into the Seed chat very soon. How about ADA, mate? It is dumping. I did cover Cardano just a few minutes ago. You can go ahead and rewind. Mixie says, great channel, Sean. Hey, man, I appreciate it. So you must be new here. Thank you for joining the Mango Grove. You're going to have a great time. Make sure to hit the like, the subscribe, the bell icon, blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. Siddharth, why is everything dropping? Monthly correction? Maybe. We haven't had a month. Bitcoin hasn't closed a monthly red in a very long time. So it's due for one. And I'm not liking the picture over here. But then again, as long as we're holding 4 candles underneath, or rather above 53,000, there's no cause for worry just yet. Remember what we're looking for. Candle close underneath 53 and there's a wick low being taken out over here, and I'll be looking for a move down to 45,000. Ethereum is sitting up against USD resistance as well, so it's all lining up now for a down move in the markets. Bitcoin did get a short signal around 8 hours ago on the 4-hour, 12-hour short 2.3 days ago. Daily short 8 hours ago. So 4-hour, 12-hour, and the daily are all pointing short, guys, on Bitcoin. Let's go and check out Cardano. Same note. Other BTC saying long, so it's outperforming Bitcoin. That's a good sign. Other USDT saying neutral. So again, that does make sense, right? On the 12-hour, neutral. Asking you to just be patient. Do not get aggressive over here because the daily is neutral too. The 4 hours neutral as well. Okay, so other USDT is essentially saying, hey, we are consolidating on all time frames. That's actually a good sign considering Bitcoin is down, right? To me that's good, man. Solana is just freaking fantastic. Let's see what Solana has been. So all Bitcoin 4 hours ago actually gave us a long signal while the rest of the market was doing garbage. 9% up since then, 17% up for the day, 12-hour long. 3 days ago, you're 16% up daily. Really good. Almost a day ago, you got in on this trade just a day ago, and you're already 19% up. It was. I was wondering whether you would recognize the reference. Nope. Oh man, Gavin is one of my favorite characters of all time. I have not read the last book, so I've yet to read the last book. Catch up on it. So I actually started reading the book with Krisha. So we started reading that together, and that's when we slowed down because we're trying to like keep up with each other. And it's been a while. I haven't gone back to the book in like maybe a year and a half, right? Andros, man. I think Andros is my favorite character in that book, in that series. No, okay, I just love how you and I read the same books, man. I think you and I, we're going to end up being best friends. We're going to end up being best friends. I can tell. Ban this dude. Don't shill your channels on Mango. AJ Small says, not in the Seed Discord yet, but Krisha and I are chatting. Looking forward to meeting everyone. Yeah, man, you're gonna have a great time in there. I'm looking forward to, and you look like you're pretty active too, AJ. So I'm really looking forward to having you in there. It's awesome. Did somebody ask about Rune? I like the look of Rune on the Bitcoin pairing. The USD pairing is a little bit messy. So at the moment, keep in mind, guys, that Bitcoin is being a little bit off center, right? So the USD pairing on a lot of charts are gonna be kind of icky. Just keep that in mind. Ethereum right now is fantastic because it's performing so beautifully on both its pairings. I'm telling you guys, people ignored Ethereum when they should have been like paying attention, and now they're going to be paying attention to Ethereum when up against resistance, right? Story is the same story over and over and over again. But I still think Ethereum is going to get up to our $3,000 target eventually. But again, patience, right? I called Ethereum 3,000 all the way when we were freaking at 300. Easiest trade, people are okay. Be honest. How many of you would have outperformed what you have done so far if you had simply bought Ethereum, let's say at around 400 at the beginning of this market, November, and done nothing else? Just bought Ethereum or even Bitcoin in November and just sat on your butts. Right? Play the high time frames, right? Even with Cardano, let's go to Cardano USD. Look at this. Look how beautiful it's been around November. You just buy a bag of Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum, maybe even XRP. I don't know. Okay, this is not financial advice because this is this is not financial advice. But I'm just asking you guys to just think about this. Had you guys traded the high time frames and stayed in the trend based on the high time frames, how much better would you guys have done instead of like trying to focus on catching the small moves? If you look at ATA on the weekly time frame, it's been long for 150 days. Do you guys see my screen, by the way? I'm not sure. Okay, you guys do see my screen. Look at Cardano on the weekly time frame on the dashboard. It's been long for 150 days. You guys had to do nothing but just wait for that to switch, and you would have been up 700%. Yeah, Zishan. What about it? Yeah, exactly, right? You're like conflicted with the wake up. That's awesome, though. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. So Zishan's referencing a couple of days ago, a little bit more than that. Visha woke me up with a bunch of kisses in the middle of my REM sleep, and oh man, I woke up in the middle of my REM sleep, right? And I just had a headache for the rest of the day during the live stream as well. Took a couple of Tylenol, that helped, but yeah, no, Zishan went through something similar. It's get a migraine, but you pay for it in a good way. No, wait, you get kisses, but you pay for it. It's a better way to put it. Young Black says, could you take a look at Polygon Matic? It seems to have a lot of volume today, but now it's retesting support. Make sure when you see volume on Matic, etc., it's not some trading competition. Is it Polygon or is it Matic? Did they rebrand their ticker? Weekly is kind of like bull flagging, some wick action right over here. Broke up. Man, what a tear. Monthly great, weekly great. Let's look at the daily. Holding support over here at around 30 cents. If it takes out this level here at 44 cents, which is range to range, is around a 45% move. Damn. It's going to make its way to the high over here at 54, right? So essentially we take out this level, it's going to make it to this level. Takes out that, then probably like 75 cents after price discovery. So the dynamic consolidating around it. Dynamic saying wait on the daily at the very least. It's not trending at the moment. I'd wait for it to break this this zone over here. Weekly. Oh, it's on weekly support. That was a good buy right there. This is why you guys should start with the weekly always, guys. I mean, the reason I don't put on the weekly dynamic to begin with is because not all of you guys have access to it, but there's probably something else you guys can use, right? That you may have access to. 46%. Damn. These are good trades, man. Let's see what it's saying on the dashboard. Matic does not have enough data for the weekly time frame. On the USD time frame, it's neutral. On the daily, on the 12-hour short, actually a day ago, didn't do too well on that trade. It down because it bounced 12%. Then again, the range is like 40%, so it could have been worse. 4-hour is long, 12-hour short, daily is neutral, 2-day is neutral for 28 days. Interesting. Let's go back to the chart for a sec. So it's been neutral since somewhere around here. You would have pretty much avoided all of these. So when you guys see like the 2-day, the dailies oscillate between neutral, short, blah 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 in a bull market, step back to the higher time frames and look for buy opportunities on the higher time frames, right? Look for buy opportunities onto the wicks of the weekly levels or the 4-day levels, for example. Oh, really, eh? So tension in your neck can cause a migraine. That's interesting. Yeah, I need a masseuse, man. I have neck problems more than migraines. And Bob, that's so true. A crisis of liberty. That's so well said. But make sure not to say that out loud, because people are going not out loud in public at the very least. You're going to be condemned for wanting liberty and freedom. H bar. Sure, let's go ahead and take a look at H bar. Oh, this is a Hedera. Interesting. Ah, yeah. This is that. No, man. Yuck. This is disgusting. Okay, to be honest, that you could make an argument over here. I don't like this. I don't like this shot. Resistance, rejection. Let's take a look at the monthly. Ooh, okay, there we go. This is something. This is something, buddy. This is what I'll be focusing on. If you have a fundamental view on this, let's go remove everything. All right, remove all our drawings. Like, I'll tell you what is ugly, but also pretty bullish. This candle here, closing underneath the monthly, but then just bottoming up. Right, that's probably lost a lot of people lost their positions there, but now it's testing at monthly support. I'd wait for this month to close. It's only 8 days left. Okay, only a week, man. And I'd wait for this to hold. Breaks underneath would not be the best trade. You'd be trading this on the monthly though, so you need to at least wait a week before ever making a decision, because look at the range on these weekly candles, man. Let's go ahead and mark the range on these weekly candles. So within 1 week, it could fluctuate within a 62% range, which means that you need to be okay with that. Those moves going against you. If it closes the monthly above this level here at 494 Satoshi, and then it closes the weekly levels above 746, right? That's a good trade there. Then I'd be holding this to keep going. So essentially, the trade is not financial advice. You look to buy around, you look to buy underneath at around 450 to 480 Satoshi, and then you look for the weekly to close above 780 Satoshi. You're already at 2x at that point. This is how you trade all coins, by the way. This is how you trade shit coins, like this coin. And then it doesn't matter, right, what you call it: shit coin, super coin, future coin. We want to make money. That's all you care about. So let's be real. 865 Satoshi, that's the next level, and then after that, maybe 1000 Satoshi. That's like 3x. Alright, boys, I'm going to be wrapping up the stream now. Any final requests from any of the seedlings over here? Bob, anything you want to take a look at? So Bob, Mock, let's go. You get dibs on the next few charts. US looks good, Gotham. We looked at it yesterday. Some of these altcoins really have a use case. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. I don't know, man. I don't care though. It's just like Bitcoin and shitcoins. It's just easier to say. It's not because I think they're crap or anything like that. And most of them are. The coin you hold is not, right? The coin that you hold is not a shit coin. Your coin is the future of crypto, right? The rest of the coins are all shit coins. I completely agree with you. And by you, I mean every single one of you. I don't really have a preference. Let's begin. Look at this guy. He's a true community member. Relax says, hey Sean, I'm also new seedling and loving the content. I have a wife and 2 kids, so trading the mango way I think is perfect for my busy life. I'm in module 6 right now. Hey man, did you receive the email? I'm probably already talking to you, most likely via email then, right? Relax82. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying the modules, man. Yeah, I got a few comments recently from new seedlings thanking me for. So I'm going to go ahead and read out what Sherwin messaged me just yesterday. It made me smile, because apparently he's been following Mango since 2019 and he only recently joined the Mango Seed program. So I'm going to go ahead and read it out. Where is it? Ian. He's not here though. He'll probably watch later. So he's going to get his shout out. Ian. There he is. There it is. Man, if all my teachers were as good as you at teaching, I wonder what I would have become. You are a pleasure to learn from, man, and I really mean it, because in a world full of course creators and shit uni lecturers, you not only break shit down so well, but you also manage to hold my attention. P.S. I really love the unfiltered videos. Too many people hide behind presentation and editing to hope they get their voice carried a little. Yeah, so I really like that comment, because one, it points to the core of what Mango is all about, right? We care more about breaking down concepts and making sure people understand more than just simply make fancy freaking presentation, fancy freaking videos. And more so, I take a lot of pride in being able to break down complex topics in a very simple way. Again, because I am personally an idiot, and if I don't break it down for myself, I would never be able to understand it for myself. So I just explain concepts to you guys the way I broke it down for my moronic mind. Makes me feel good. Let's do Rubik, Sean. Okay, let's go Rubik. Is this how you spell it? What's the ticker? RBC. RBC, BTC. It's not even on here, man. It's not even on Binance. What's the ticker, Nick? You were the chosen one. Oh man, funny. Oh, Bitcoin! Bitcoin's doing it, guys! Bitcoin's getting picked up! Let's go, bulls! Don't do this to me. I'll be losing if as soon as Bitcoin starts closing candles underneath here. My trade's not going to be looking so good. Hey, look, it's Krisha. Let's take a look at one. It's doing this, in my opinion. Falling channel onto the support regional here could break down, but if it does break down, probably going to make its way eventually down to 155 Satoshi. That's Harmony. Um, 15 days ago, switch neutral on the 2-day. On the daily, switch short, and you're up 23% on both pairings, Bitcoin and USDT. The 12-hour flip short 5 days ago, and you're up 23%. Looking really good. Damn, Harmony 1 has been getting wrecked. Well, broke this toppy formation, right? 4-hour neutral. So switch 4-hour switch from short to neutral, which is good. It could start turning around here. I can't do the Rubik TA without the chart, man. There's no chart. Okay, since old man wants Ava, Ava it is. Oof, I don't like this. Do not like this. Sitting on rain support. So maybe that trend line was just... That trend line was what the bulls were looking towards, to be honest. Looking at something like this, but yeah, broke down. You can see the breakdown here. Right? You can see it get retested. You guys see that? Right? Let's look at let's see what the dashboard's saying. The 4-hour, Jesus Christ, Ava and Kava. AVAX, I guess. AVAX. Is that it? It's AVAX. Alright, AVAX. Switch neutral 1 hour ago. Short 2 days ago, up 3%. Neutral on the daily. Yeah, so dashboard's telling you want to stay away from this one on all time frames. We do have range, a bottom of the zone support over here, bottom of the range support over here, but it's not looking good, guys. The bear trades, way better trades. This could come down here. Oh geez, that's lining up perfectly. Damn. I mean, I don't think it will, but who knows? It's a bull market, so I wouldn't expect it to come all the way down there, but who knows? If Bitcoin does see continuation, we may see AVA get wrecked, right? And Bitcoin isn't looking good right now. Alright guys, I'm going to be wrapping up now. Ava is Traveler. Okay, so you're looking for Traveler. Okay. Traveler. Okay, it's on KuCoin. I see. Let me just switch my scene to... Alright, way better. This was the trade right over here, man. Broke out, retested it, continuation. At the moment though, that's your weekly high. It looks like it wants to come down, man. Looks like the markets are selling off at the moment. You want to see Bitcoin recover before you touch any of these coins looking bad against Bitcoin. Let's see a Trava BTC. Has ways to go on the Bitcoin pairing. That's interesting. That would be the target, first target, eventual target. Sitting on Bitcoin support right now. Bitcoin pairing support. So loses the zone over here. I'd be looking for it to come all the way down over here, but it could bounce here, and if it takes out the zone, I'd be looking for it to come back up to you have a zone over here actually. Takes out this area, I'll be looking for it to go all the way back over here to around 15,000 Satoshi. Sam, how's it going, man? How are you, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Bob says crypto is like dating a woman. When things are good, things are great, but the rest of the time things are just really shaky. Not sure which way things are gonna go. And when it gets bad, the only thing to do is run. Well said. Well said. All right, Nick, I cannot look at Rubik because there's no chart, but Alright, so yeah, young buck, it does look like Bitcoin wants to take a poop. We do have around 2.5 hours before the next candle close on the 4 hour. Let's go ahead and wrap up at Bitcoin. I do want to call it now. The stream's already gone far too long. The bears have almost everything going in their favor at the moment on Bitcoin. We can actually go ahead and check out Bitcoin on the dashboard really quickly. Let me pull up the dashboard for you guys. You guys can see both. All right, there we go. So 4 hour Bitcoin on the dashboard saying, hey, we are for our Bitcoin on the dashboard saying we are short. It did reverse 8 hours ago, already up 1% or so since then. The 12 hours also saying that, and the daily is also saying that. The 2-day saying neutral. All right, so nothing going well for Bitcoin on the low to mid time frames and going into the higher time frames at the very least. So let's go ahead and now assess that on the charts as well. Let me just confirm that you guys are seeing the right pan. Okay, so that's good enough. Yeah, this is what the bears are looking at, the 2-day. Okay, this is the bearish case for the 2-day. The dynamic over here is showing support, but the bulls, or sorry, the rest of the market's probably looking at this, the Tenkin and the 21 EMA as rejection, with the measured move coming down to the Kijun. I'm looking at the dynamic as well as the 3-day 21 EMA and the Tenkin together. If you do look at the dynamic, that is support. Okay, and previously the dynamic has held a support as well. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm looking for that to hold. We do have around 14 hours to go before the next 2-day candle closes. We also have around 14 hours to go before the next 3-day Ichimoku shows us what it wants to do. So far, not looking good on the Tenkin, but the 21 EMA is sandwiched between it. If it does close this, sorry, the 3 days closing in 2 days and 15 hours. So we need another 2-day candle and then 15 hours, right? If this closes underneath, I'll be looking for that further downside. I will be looking to exit my trade if things start looking uglier and uglier, right? So the big clue for us is going to be on the 4-hour time frame. We close a 4-hour candle underneath $53,000, as well as take out these lows over here at 51.4 and 52.8, 52.58. Then it's going to look not good. The bears are in control at the moment. Okay. The bull trade is based on the higher time frames, and those could flip around based on the lower time frames, cascading lower and the mid time frames, in fact, now cascading onto the higher time frames. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys, on Bitcoin. Ethereum's looking fantastic. Ethereum is still sitting at resistance as well, though. Well, not still, it just got there today. Really great chart. At Bitcoin also sitting at resistance on the daily, on the 4-hour, on the monthly. Right, we want the monthly to close essentially above this zone here, closing the monthly in 8 days and 15 hours. If we do that, it's going to be great. I'll be looking to buy anything that comes down to 39743. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. My name is Sean Dexter. I will see you guys in tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow is the last stream of the week before we go into the weekend. And then I'll see you guys on Monday. I may take a break tomorrow too, I'm not entirely sure. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Throw a like, throw a subscribe, hit the bell icon, join the Discord so you guys don't miss the next stream. Yeah, until then, do the mango way, do the stress-free way, do the breezy way, do the easy way. Ciao.